COVID gave us opportunity to think outside the box.
How did you guys starting this business knife sharpening?
When I first started, it was during COVID. At that time was my birthday. And then Yan gave me a set of new sharpening stone. I trust in my craft, Yanto craft. Our good intention that providing good service, somehow releasing pressure for them.
I think it was never a plan to be a business. So there's definitely a learning curve. We managed to learn the hard way. From the birthday gift, become a business.
Let's do an introductions from Yanto first.
Yeah.
Do a quick introductions. Where are you from? What are you doing right now? And then yeah, that's it.
So my name is Yan. At the moment, I'm a part-time knife sharpener and with running a full-time cafe business. So yeah, that's my background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Which part of Indonesia?
From Borneo specifically, Singkawang.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the place that
Nice.
I was born and
Okay.
raised.
I would say it's gonna be full-time sharpening, full-time cafe
Yeah,
owner.
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Not
It's
a
more like a
Exactly.
full-time cafe owner and a full-time
Sharpener.
sharpener.
I don't know about the other
Yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah.
I think there's so many.
Yeah,
There's
so
so
many things going on.
Yeah.
What about Edy?
Yeah, so my name is Edy. I'm also from Singkawang, Borneo, Indonesia. At the moment, I've been doing full-time sharpening now and basically running a small online retail, offline and online. Used to be a full-time chef, but then after COVID, find a way to serving my community.
Okay, serving
Yeah.
community. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. By
Small.
sharpening the knives.
Yeah, sharpening
all
knives.
chef's knives. Come on.
Yeah, and then
Of course.
all the home cooks that struggle to look for someone that able to
Yeah.
sharpen the knife.
Yeah, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even
When-
residential.
Yeah,
Okay.
when they find us, they'll be like, oh, finally, we got
Finally
someone,
someone
yeah, someone,
sharpening knives.
someone
Yeah.
that doing
Yeah.
the service.
Okay. How did you guys starting this business knife sharpening? I would go with Edy first.
When I first started, it was during COVID, and at the time we have all the time in the world. We were like, okay, now I have all this time. What should I do? And at that time was my birthday. I forgot what year was that. I think 2020. And then Yan gave me a set of new sharpening stone, which I never owned. I do have a small sharpening setup, like from cheap online diamond plates, but then it's not great, it's not bad, it get the job done. But once I find out about the whetstone, I was like, wow, I clicked. That was like a aha moment. And then from then, starting to talk with Yan, like, oh, maybe we can try to post on the Sydney Chef Exchange with 26,000 chefs on board in that group. Yeah. And then from then on, it just took off. It's like it's blow up. But before that, it's like a lot of test and error.
What is that Sydney Exchange group? Is that a Facebook community or?
It's like a more towards chef community.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a job or looking for specific question related to equipment or tools or recipe, so usually there's place for that in a forum or chat.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
People, owner, restaurant owner, cafe owner looking for a chef or someone to cover a shift or even a kitchen attendant,
Okay.
waiter, waitress, anything,
Nice.
which is
nice.
good,
Serving the community again.
Yeah,
That's the point of this
Yeah.
conversations. You guys are both serving the community, helping the chefs to
to
do the
get
job
them,
properly. Like not properly, but like
to help them to do the job.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. In extent of the time in the kitchen, wanna put relief on the shoulder and get the knife sharpened.
yes. Remove some of the pressure at least, because we know that the importance of sharp knife in the kitchen is really the core of that labor, you know.
Of course, having a blunt knife in the kitchen is just like absolutely the worst.
Yes.
Like, you guys
Incident.
were a chef before.
Yeah.
You know how you guys were cooking in the kitchen
Yeah.
before. But let's get back into that period of time actually. So, did you guys started sharpening knife because what's the reason of that?
The reason is because it's so rare that the chef sharpen the knife properly, especially, and also the time. Chef don't have time to sharpen the knife because imagine you being a line cook, commis, sous chef, or even CDP. CDP also like the one that having the most task to do, and no one will be able to do the job. I mean, no one will be able to sharpen the knife. There's no time, and they end up getting the knife sharpened by these guys on the grinder, and then they just took off centimeters of your great Japanese knife, and then you will come back and surprise, which happened to Yan and me. We trusted our good knife, like $200 worth knife, and it just get ruined and turned into $10 knife, you know. And then you almost cannot recognize the knife.
Oh wow.
It's
Yeah,
like,
Okay.
and then that was it. Like, no way I'm gonna keep hiring this guy to do my knife. It's cheap, but it was not good. It's very fast.
And especially during the working hours, and then suddenly you go on the corner and sharpening your knife, the head chef will like, what the hell are you doing? You know, like, get back here, doing the service, do the prep.
Yeah.
So in the end, we're always doing it on our break. Sometimes we took our knife home and doing the sharpening ourselves. Basically, no time, no,
Why? Yeah.
you're
why-
not allowed.
Okay, let's go back in time.
Yeah.
What did you guys do before sharpening a knife? People's knife. Let's start with Yan.
So me, I always have a passion into collecting.
Okay.
So one of my job actually as the chef, then I start looking into knife because I like cutting, and then I have a passion with knife. Start collecting 1, 2, and 3, and then in the progress of that, of course I need to get my knife sharpened. It's not sharpening by itself, so I learning about stones.
Just keep buying
How
new knife.
to sharpening stone in the very beginning take me hours, 3 hours. Even on the stone I was like, doesn't cut, doesn't do anything. So there's definitely a learning curve, but we managed to learn the hard way, and then basically to this day. Yeah.
What about Eddie? What did you do before sharpening a knife?
The job.
job
So
wise.
I was working together at some point with Yanto as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
In one of the restaurant in Darling Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I moved out from there because I was looking for sponsorship. So I was like basically exploring my options, and then I was working in Buena Vista back then. Yeah, they sponsored me, which is thankful for that. Also working in Green Acre as a barbecue American smoker. After that, I was working in Primus, the 5-star hotel, which now taken over by Kimpton. Yeah, the most I do was in Primus, I think. Yeah, and that was the transition between the sharpening and the cooking and sharpening to sharpening.
You guys mentioned you used to work together, but this idea of having a knife sharpening business obviously didn't start when you guys working together.
Yeah. No.
No.
It started way before, after.
So way after.
Way after.
Yeah. So we might not be working together, but we always live together. Yeah. So
Maybe
we
tell us a little bit of your guys' childhood. Are you guys best friends when you were kids, or?
I think we get along each other very well.
Okay.
So
How did you guys met each other?
we junior high school friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we always hang out to the same canteen, to the same group, and basically
We
until we even moved to Sydney, we were coming together.
Nice.
18
Yeah.
years old, don't know anything, a little English.
Yeah.
Just decided to be like, okay, we need to go somewhere and pursuing our dreams.
we even took the English course together back
Yeah.
home.
Right.
And
Okay.
then we will be speaking English and learning in daily English conversation with each other back home, which just sounds crazy because no one's speaking English in our country,
Yeah, yeah.
in our hometown. Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah. We will be like only doing it quietly somewhere when there
Yeah,
were
yeah.
only two of us.
Okay.
Yeah, and we came here studying English course again, and eventually we joined the college.
Might be
Business
20 years friendship.
More, I think.
Oh, yeah.
20 years more.
Yeah,
Wow.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, maybe
So-
around 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the idea of starting a knife sharpening business together, it started by Jan's giving you a whetstone
Yeah.
knife. And then
Yeah.
tell me a story about after that. What's happening?
I think it was never a plan to be a business, so it was always my hobby. And then obviously me being a chef, I know the skill of how to sharpen the knife, and Eddie by himself also know how to sharpen the knife. It's more like COVID give us opportunity to think outside the box. That jobs are temporary. When everything shut down, you just kind of lose everything. So we were thinking outside the box. What should we do? We have all these tools. Maybe we just put it, like, give it a try. Put it on the Gumtree, Sydney Knife Exchange, like he does. And then surprisingly, like a bunch of people, all the chefs just start texting us. We have no little expectation of that. So basically, they drop it off to us. We get the knife sharpened, and then came out with a good feedback.
Yeah.
They keep asking us to do the sharpening, continue to do the sharpening service because it's very little people in Australia that does the knife sharpening with the whetstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see people, we are basically stranger to each other, and people are willing to take a leap of faith and then trusting the thousands of
Yeah.
dollars knife
Yeah.
to us and then left it overnight or two.
Sometimes we even shaking like, oh, $1,000 knife.
Yeah,
Maybe
We have to be ready to
Yeah.
actually cover that.
we don't even have the knife, like the $1,000 knife, but we have to sharpen someone else's knife. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
But we always put the care, maximum cares to whatever given to us. You know.
Exactly. We don't even have that
So
kind of knife.
Yeah, never was a plan, and so basically it started from me putting on the Gumtree,
Yeah.
and I told Eddie the story about actually there's a lot of people wanted to get the knife. I get this certain monies and stuff like that, so that's when it clicked. I was like, Eddie, I'm gonna give you a very good present. So I give him a whetstone, and then we can start the business together.
Right.
So yeah, from the birthday gift become a business
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
eventually to this day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Tell us about how did you guys start it? Obviously, you guys didn't start in here
Yeah.
in Broadway straight away. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit of that.
So yeah, we've been constantly looking for a space because we outgrew our apartments from time to time, and at some point it's become too much coming down apartments, going up, and there were like 10, 20 people dropping the knife to us. And then if we really want to calculate how much time we wasted going up and down, it will be like 2-3 hours. And sometimes we have a lot of chatty customer, so we like to share story. It's almost like we become the person they talk to when they have stressful day at work and they have a bad boss. No matter where they work, they always come to us. So we feel like, okay, it's getting too much to do it in my apartment. And also I do get a complaint from one of my housemates for the noise,
Okay.
because she couldn't sleep well or couldn't rest well, and I've been doing it in the balcony, trying to find a way, and doing it in the bathroom sometimes,
Yeah.
setting up my tool in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we looking for places
Yeah.
anywhere
For many
in the
years,
city.
yeah.
We try to find that sweet spot where people don't have to travel too far, have the convenience of the bus stop or train station. if they're driving, they have a parking
parking
space,
somewhere, yeah.
you know. And we've been constantly looking. Merrickfield, Sydenham, Surrey Hill, where else? Redfern.
Yeah, everywhere, every corner.
Everywhere. And then we're looking for the place that we can afford, so we don't have to
Put the
Put it-
cost to the customer.
put it,
Yeah,
yes.
putting the cost.
So
to
we can
Understand.
still
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
it affordable,
Yeah.
because no one do it like us, you know, like very affordable and fast turnaround. Almost all the high-end premium Japanese shop you go to, the turnaround time at least a month to couple of weeks. It's starting from releasing pressure from ourselves and then to serving our community.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Okay. How long was it when you guys starting? Well, obviously it was during the COVID until you found this. How many years it takes to finally, hey, let's find a place. I need to settle in with a place, something like that. So how long the period of being a side hustle?
Yeah, five.
Um,
I think
Three,
5 years.
5
Oh,
years.
Yeah,
5 years?
5 years.
Wow.
5 years,
okay.
yeah.
5 years being a side hustle.
Especially me, I always have full-time job.
Yep.
And then the sharpening always been my side hustle.
Okay.
So when finish work, I get my
How many
therapy.
hours a day?
Therapy, you know, like therapy. So after eating, I just do therapy. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Releasing.
Watching YouTube and do the knife sharpening.
How many hours a day you work during that time? So,
So,
full-time chef,
Full-time chef, 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day,
And then
and
going back
sharpening?
home, sometimes 3 to 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All the
that's
hard
how
work.
to keep the business running because I don't want to let down my client that been with us for a very long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, also want to keep my income secure with full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Eddie? How many hours during the smoker?
Yeah. During the smoker was Wednesday to Sunday,
Yeah.
and then in between maybe around the same 3 to 5 hours after the finish
Yeah,
the
yeah.
job, because I'm doing the smoker before was so before starting the job, so I already starting do some sharpening,
Right. Okay.
yeah, making my quotes, meeting with some customer, dropping off some knife, and then people usually come to my workplace to drop off. That's what people willing to do,
Yeah.
which is we surprised.
They just come to wherever you are and then just
It's
drop it
like
off.
They're finding you
Yeah.
guys.
Even at my full-time job, they were
Yeah.
like, okay,
Oh,
can I
wow.
meet you there? And yeah.
Oh wow.
On my
Yeah.
break, it doesn't matter. I don't
So-
want to distracting the business with our personal, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course.
Usually we make an appointment, drop off before we starting the job, or after we finish, or during the break. Sometimes they're running late, and then it's like in the middle of the service.
Oh my God.
And then one time I was seen by my GM dropping off the knife in the fire door at the Primus,
Oh my
and then he didn't say anything, which I'm grateful for that. And he knew I was running my small side hustle, and yeah, it's amazing people how much willing people to go and find where you are. It's like a Facebook
Yeah.
marketplace. Instead of selling second-hand products, you're selling a service.
Nice.
Yes.
Other than knife sharpening, do you guys have any? Maybe we can mention Noseto here as well
Yeah.
if you guys want. Do you guys have any business that is going on?
So me, still running a cafe, and food and coffee is always in my blood. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like to have a space where you go and then enjoying the coffee, plus still got the passion of cooking. So with that, that's why we got Edy's that helping me running the Sydney Knife Sharpening very well. So I get a little pressure off from the sharpening, so I can focus on my cafe career as well.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit backstory. Used to be have 2 different locations for drop off.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes 3 or 4 because
Yeah.
of our workplace.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
become 4
Flexibility,
drop
yeah,
off
yeah.
locations. Yeah, and then
Wherever you
Yanto,
guys go.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. So Yanto been running his side of regulars,
Yeah.
and me been running my side of regulars. And
Yeah.
sometimes the regulars know us both.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're willing to go to Yan, or either to Yan
Yeah.
or to me. And then when Yan told me he looking for cafe, I've been like, okay, So this is gonna be a lot, and then it eventually fall onto me. So I was making a plan like, okay, I cannot keep doing my full-time job.
Yeah.
And then at the time was like me transitioning to slowly changing into full-time to casual or part-time. And then it was a bit struggling because sometimes people going away, holiday, and then I would have a small time frame where I don't have any knife. That was like 2 weeks period. And then at that time I already transitioning to doing casual chefing.
Yeah.
So I was kind of worried, but then I trust in my craft, Yanto craft, our good intention that providing good service. And then deep down in my heart, I knew, people like this kind of service, and it's somehow releasing pressure for them. And then after those quiet 2 weeks, and then it started to pick up again. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, really.
That-
There's
that's
always
that's
like
really-
a risk to jump from a stable income to do your own business
It's
with
really hard.
very unstable. You know what I mean?
What was the click moment for you guys to jump from obviously
Yeah.
you both already not doing a full-time job. You
Yeah.
both have your own business.
Yeah.
You doing the cafe and still
Yeah.
doing the knife sharpening. What was the click moment like? Okay, fuck this full-time job. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do my own business.
Yeah.
When was that? And what is the clues or the cues?
I think being a chef is always have the, how do we say, max salary that you can always reach.
Yeah.
The moment that is click is when we get into the knife, start selling knife. That's when it's click that there's no limits to that. Especially with our service, there's no one telling you what to do and when to work. You know what I mean? That's when it start to click. Like
Yeah.
with this full-time job, I can always get replaced, or me myself, I can always find the job that I wanted to do. For example, as a chef, eventually. But with this business, time is always past, and you can never take back the time. If I don't start it now, time always gonna be chasing you. Like when you gonna start. That's when we're like, let's go find a place. If
Yeah.
we don't start it now, 10 years later, we're still looking. Yeah. So with the job, obviously, if I quit now,
Yeah.
for some reason the business not going well, I can always go and look for a chef job, for example.
Okay.
But with the business, it's not always the same case.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Maybe we need a little bit of advice from you guys
Yeah.
both. Obviously, starting a business, there's a lot of risk
Yeah.
in starting a business rather than just like quitting your full-time job. What did you guys prepare before jumping full-time into this business? Let's say for me, starting these things, I haven't gone into full-time yet.
Yeah.
But I need some advice like. Do I need some savings to cover 6 months, 1
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, especially in Australia, obviously everyone knows that the living cost is very high. If you not having a job or not having an income or saving to start the business is also kind of like stressful or something that being a burden for you to start the business. Obviously, we always working as a chef. We always have our own saving. In the same time of that, we always do the business as a part-time first to build the customer base, to build the client, to build more like improving our skills in terms of serving the customer and how could we do better in the future. That was the foundation that we always try to achieve. We want to have customer base first and then having a trust. Once we reach those, we confidently say, okay, let's get rid of our full-time job and jump into the business that we always dream of to do.
Anything from you, Edy? Any perspective?
Yes.
Different perspective?
Yes.
Or?
For my advice is like to always start small. Doesn't matter where you are. If you have a good intention and to have to provide service, to selling goods, whatever it is, have faith and start small, even if it's in your apartments, you will find a way. And once you have that set goal, and also once you have that set goal, you will slowly finding your way.
Especially in the beginning, right? Money is always gonna be the problem, but never start a business to chase the money. In the beginning, there will be never money.
Yeah.
Never money coming in.
Never
It's-
make
yeah.
never make money as your North Star.
Yeah.
Always your passion first, like what you're willing to do for the rest of your life, or for at least 10 years ahead. And also, I always heard this quote from Jim Rohn, like don't quit your job right away. You know, do it as a side hustle, and once you earn double than your full-time job, then you can quit, or you can just keep it as a casual,
Yeah.
and keep that security in first. Make sure you have that source of income. Don't jump in straight away, and then quit everything, and then realizing later, oh, I need to find a job, or because you will ruin that fire by quitting the full-time job that right now you've been earning, you've been living with that source of income. And once you cut off that source of income, basically you're dead. If you don't have good amount of saving.
What are you gonna eat?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
How do you live?
Yeah,
That's it.
basically? Yeah.
Use the weekdays to work your full-time job, and a weekend to start your dreams.
Yeah.
And if you can manage that, and you need also have a discipline.
Okay.
Once the fire you starting it with already get dimmer and dimmer, you need that discipline to keep going.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, it's just
you will
gonna.
you have
die.
to restart everything again. So discipline is a must, and consistency
Yeah. Consistency.
and timing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into that a little bit deeper. For those the listeners who has not started a business yet, or who has not even
Yeah.
having a side hustle.
Yeah.
I want your guys' opinions. Is it easier to have full-time job, or is it easier to run a business? Maybe I'll start with Eddie.
Actually, it's tricky questions. It's easy to have a full-time job because you can find it anywhere. It's really hard to find what you want to do, like as a business, because most of the time you don't get paid for what you do equally the time you spend on. Most of the time you have to basically spend more time than what you get paid for. And I always believe that if you always do more than what you get paid for, soon you will get paid more than what you do. So that kind of quote always stuck in my head on repeat, you know, like I have to make sure my clients happy. I want to make sure when I'm getting the same kind of service, I'm happy too. Same like it's from the F&B industry, you know. If you don't want to eat the meal that you cook, that means the customer don't like it as well. So you have to have that quality, consistency, you know. And so for me, full-time job is basically easier, but having both will be better.
Of course. For security
Yeah.
and also your own
Your
passion.
dream, your dream, your yes.
Okay, let's go for Yanto first.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it easier to have full-time job or running a business?
Of course, having a full-time job is easier because if you don't like your full-time job in one place, you can be always changing to another places.
Yeah.
You know, like, but in saying that, me myself, I always putting 100% of everything that I do. Even towards other people's business, I always try to learn in a way if that is my business. Also building my experience of what if this business is mine? How do I make it from the quiet to busier? There's always like it's good things to do. I know that a lot of people only treat it as a full-time job and don't care if it's running okay and not. But me, because of my passion of doing my own business in the future, or always have the passion of running my own business, always doing it as a practice. Even though if it's not my business, people always say, why do you care so much? It's not your business. I was like, oh no, this is not my business, but it's my career. You know, like if I have a bad reputation or I don't know how to run other people's business, how do I run my own? You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah. I always trying my 100%. If it's some dish that doesn't look good or doesn't taste good, I always improve it. And if some quiet days, we always think about something special to attract people coming in. And yeah, so basically, whatever you do, it's always think about your own. It's never be something to lose, you know, like to learning something new. Even other people's business, it could be your place to start your own with their own money, their own, especially they're paying you a lot to run. They want you to do your 100%, not just being there and do the job, but at the same time helping them to grow is plus. Yeah.
So treating others' business as your own.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is the biggest challenge that you guys have currently running a business?
Challenge?
Yeah.
Right now or before?
Right now? Yeah, you can start with before and then right now. What is the challenge? Let's say, let's start with before and then how did you overcome it?
Yeah.
How did you overcome it? And then now, what's the challenge? What's the next challenge?
So before, the challenge was to, of course, juggling between your full-time job and then your side hustle.
Working long hours.
Working long hours.
Yeah, working long hours.
15 hours a day is
Yeah,
normal,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes even more.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the sleep you still texting, okay, your knife ready to pick up.
Yes, basically midnight.
It
Yeah,
becomes
midnight.
24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
People always have questions, sometimes sending you a text message, we just reply to them in our free time.
Yeah, we sometimes having hard time to quick drop off and pick up, but sometimes we always prioritize customer happiness. You know, like okay, what's your issue? How can we overcome this? You know, if it basically diagnose what they need, and sometimes it can take a lot of back and forth on the messaging and stuff. Back then we don't have a set price. We just kind of gauging, you know, how much it roughly will cost. But the more we do it, the more we realize, okay, we can do this much for this kind of service, thinning, sharpening, repairing, you know, and there is no example. We just have to come up with it because the material cost and labor, basically we feel like we don't charge enough for what we do back then, but we took it as a learning curve by getting our service out there, getting the trust first, and then see how people will react.
Yeah.
And the other difficulty is to, you know, basically the space, and then the time going up and down apartment. And then back then it was still okay because it wasn't that many. And then the more we get the traffic, the more we like, okay, we need to overcome this by finding a place. And then the other difficulty is to find the supplier, the manufacturer, because as a first starter, no one believes in you, no one trusts you. But luckily, because we've been looking and finding the right one, people actually trust. The more we build our community, like from the Instagram or our web, even it's like our own website, we can use that as a starting point and then actually provide service, which is help the manufacturer trusting us. Okay, we know you guys not mucking around, you have a service you're providing, so we will work together with you. So we basically overcome that challenge too. And the other one is, back then we don't have overhead. We don't have
What's overhead?
like rent. We're doing it from home.
Yeah.
So we can minimize our costs as low as we can. But starting now, we feel like we can still manage it because we're finding the place that doesn't cost too much. So we can still even though we don't have a storefront, that at least our customer can have that
Come and visit.
affordability, you know, visit the place to come,
Yeah.
maybe buy some knife or whetstones, accessories like honing rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the current challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you started, it was long hours. It was hard to juggle side hustle and full-time job. How did you guys manage your mental state? As in, do you guys work out? Do you guys have holidays, certain amount of, in a year or something like that? How did you guys overcome that? Obviously, it's very hard. I can
Yeah.
totally understand that.
I think being a chef has always been a long hours for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's impossible to
Yeah.
find a way.
I think doing even in the kitchen itself, it's already so much pressure,
Yeah.
already so much things to do and so much going on in your head. But to doing it for example, we're doing the sharpening is almost like a relief for us.
Right. Okay.
It's like a motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing this to get rid of the things that I don't want to do. For example, to be stressful in the kitchen or
Yeah.
being in the environment that we don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, like sharpening is like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing the best that we could. Hopefully these things will turn out to be our job or something that we do in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
It's more like a Zen.
Yeah,
mode
yeah.
It
during
is.
the
So
sharpening.
always treating your
That's pretty good.
side business
Yeah.
to be your future, and then think about the job that you hate,
Yeah.
and then okay, do this nicely, make your customer happy, and then you can forget about your full-time job or whatever things that you don't like to do
Yeah.
as a motivation to keep going
Yeah.
and outgrow the business that you are building.
Yeah.
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 Let's come to now. What is the next plan for Sydney Knife Sharpening? And obviously you with the cafe, One
Yeah.
Shot Cafe.
Yeah.
What is the next plan? What is the current goals for now?
So I think the goals, as we spoke with Edy, we always non-stop looking for the not like the perfect knife, but perfect in general.
Okay.
So we will be constantly working with our manufacturer to find the not too expensive kind of material, but it's in a good range, good handle. Me as a chef, myself and Edy, we always know what we are holding on. Especially knives that we always use to prep for long hours, we want it to be comfortable. That is the things that we're working on at the moment to eventually having more Australian chefs to using our product and being happy, being proud, or maybe satisfied of the product that we provide is going to be our goal.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. And then Edy himself, he's teaching people to do sharpening. Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, there's so much that we can do
Yeah.
as a one person to sharpening knife. But I think with teaching people how to do it their own, it's going to take some of the relief, especially from us. And if we can do it like the online course, people doesn't have to come and learning online is also the future plan of us to serving the community, especially.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more like combination about sharpening and the knife. With
Okay.
having our own knife, they know how to do sharpening
Yeah.
by themselves, with
We-
not ruining it by other people. You know, like people that doesn't know how to look after the knife,
Yeah.
especially people with the grinder, just going to take millimeters of your knife.
So basically, encourage people to taking care more of the tools, knowing how instead of juggling between 10, 20 different YouTubers who telling them how to
Yeah,
sharpen.
Everyone's different.
Yeah,
Everyone
different.
Like watching one video,
Yeah.
the other video,
Yeah.
there's different techniques.
Exactly. So basically, having the go-to, we want to have that authority to be the one that people go to. That
Okay.
how do I do this correctly? And someone who can actually point out, oh, you're doing this correctly or you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And our goal is to, of course, finding that balanced product, good handle, good product, good material,
Yeah.
good steel, rusting or no rusting. We want to have that middle range that people all can afford without having to breaking the banks.
Especially with the knife, there's so much range. There's no perfect knife for perfect chef, for example. There's knife that expensive doesn't mean it's super good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still have to use your own skill to sharpen it and to use it. Yeah. But that's come down to the blacksmith, different blacksmith, popular blacksmith, different prices, different texture, different signature is also costing the price. Yeah.
Yeah.
For us, it's more like not about the brand, not about the blacksmith, but a knife that people enjoy to use with good quality. Obviously, not like super high-end, expensive that no one can afford.
Because we know a lot
yeah.
of young chefs, they need starting points. We know they don't have the privilege to buy a good high-end knife when they first starting. Obviously, the point of cooking is not just serving people, but also to earn money.
Yeah.
So it's almost funny if you think of it like you work so hard and then you have to drain all your money, all your hard-earned money on a very good quality knife. Well, while you can find it on lower range with the same usability and also earning that good money by knowing how to take care of it
Yeah.
and how to store it.
The funny thing is like I used to buy expensive knife.
Okay.
It turned out to be you very hesitate to use it.
Yeah.
Ending up, you don't even use it because you're scared that you ruin it.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I just ending up selling it.
No.
Yeah. Because the knife is so hard to look after. It's like carbon steel. You get rust,
Exactly.
and then you just cannot abuse it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
In the kitchen, especially where I work, it's like super busy. You don't have that luxury of doing nice cutting. Like, I was like, I was like, oh, this is beautiful, but it's not. Might be not the tools for me.
Yeah.
I don't want this tool to be sitting around in my bag, but I rather sell it and buying something that is more robust and durable, and you can just grab it and start cutting.
Because if you buy a very expensive knife, you don't want to constantly looking over your shoulder. Is my knife okay? Because
You
sometimes
can't leave it
people,
anywhere.
Someone else use it.
people always use other people's knife,
Yeah.
and you cannot stop that from happening. And it happened to me once that one of these two construction men walked inside the kitchen trying to diagnose some kind of problem, and then they grabbed my knife from the chopping boards, and then he started twisting the thing on the ceiling.
With a Japanese knife.
Yeah, on the ceiling, and try to open it. That you open it, something you're supposed to open with a screwdriver. And then he was twisting it, and I turn around, I hear a snap on the knife, and then immediately I walk over to him. I look at him in the eye. I look at the knife. I put it down. I said, $200. And then the assistant, he was standing with the head, I think, the head constructor.
Yeah.
He said, just send us the receipt.
Yeah.
So immediately
So,
I rub the knife, I give it to them.
Yeah.
I said, this is the knife I'm gonna get. Just send me the money.
Crazy.
That's yours now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
For
crazy.
chef,
That's
it's really
still
important. Yeah, the knife.
Still $200. Imagine it's 1,000.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
$800,
Yeah.
$1,000 or
The knife is like a extended part of your body, so it's very valuable. At the same time, you want to be able to use it, like your fist. You want to
Even-
be able to punch it.
Yeah. Even me myself as a collector, don't want. It's not that I don't want. I try to want it, but then it's very hard for me to abuse it. Like cutting it in the way that I used to, like very.
Unless you're someone with a lot of money, you can just let it sit
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your drawer and having the set of collections.
Nothing,
and
nothing against the good collector with
Yeah.
the blacksmith that they really admire.
Yeah.
It's part of the collection or someone that you really admire, and to be part of
Yeah.
the collection is also something that you're proud of. But
Yeah.
we want to be
Yeah,
part of the
everyone is
story
different.
of the chef when they making it, not after. We want to be part of the success story,
Yeah.
not after. And so people actually use the tool that we're providing, not when they make it and then there is no proudness in that,
Yeah.
you know. You want to be with the story. We are from the dirt, you know. We are the one that grinding. It's like the friendship you build between your knife and you.
Yeah.
It's like inseparable.
Okay. A little advice from those chefs who wants to buy a knife, or let's say to buy a knife, where should they go? What kind of ranges that you guys have for Noceto as well?
Yeah.
You guys can mention it here. Yeah, let's start from there.
Yeah, so we have almost every type of knife that you need, from gyuto, nakiri, santoku, slicer, single bevel or double bevel. We have it all for now. We have what we provided is what we think, what you need, what the chef need, and you can go to our website www.sydneyknifesharpening.com. And if you have any question, feel free to pop in your questions. We're always here.
yeah, yeah. For me, it's like always asking the customer. So how would you like the knife? Because there's no perfect knife for everyone. We always touch base with the customer. How do you like your knife? What sort of handles and what do you cut? You know what I mean? And do you have few variety of knife, or you just have one knife for everything? So we always asking those in the beginning. Then we can recommend the knife that's suitable for you.
Yep.
So for a very beginner that's used to, is most likely is going to be one knife for everything. We always recommend it to grab it and feel. Is this handle suitable for you, or you like? So in terms of knife, there's two most popular handle, which is Japanese handle and Western handle. Western handle more curvy, but Japanese handle is more octagonal shape. With Japanese handle, it's been the same shape for many years. So, but we cannot say this is the best one. It has to be come down to you as a person to hold it and feel comfortable with it.
So I would say if you guys want to try the knife, come to Broadway.
Come to our Ultimo.
Come to Sydney Knife Sharpening. That's it.
In terms of the steel, obviously, if it's one knife for everything, you're gonna look for a thicker knife.
Yeah.
And gyuto is good starting point
Okay.
to cut everything, to do everything.
Yeah.
But don't trying to go too fancy with thin knife, but you cannot cut pumpkin with it. If you do cut pumpkin with it, then it's gonna snap. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like eventually, if you have more collection, you have knife for specific tasks, then you can have view variety.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's no perfect knife for perfect. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, it's more looking for that range, knife range that you need, and having not just buying it, but also getting to know your knife, learn how to use it, because most of people, once they use it, they don't feel comfortable and they stop using it. But there's actually more to it. There's maybe you're using different technique, different ingredients, different knife, you know. So there's more to it. Learn to use your tool, and then it will appreciate you by providing you with a better cut, more precision, and taking care of it, sharpen it. I think that's my advice.
Especially with
That's a starting point. Yep.
Noceto brand is basically built by our sharpening business.
Okay.
So people always asking for recommendation. People always asking about how do they look after the knife, what knife they should get. So are you guys selling knife and all that stuff? This is what built the Noseto.
Okay.
So the Noseto brand itself is from our mother tongue language, which
Yeah.
is called
Okay.
Noseto. It means knife sharpening.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
actually means
Knife sharpening.
Knife sharpening.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
it's always
That's pretty
started
cool.
as a Sydney Knife Sharpening is
Yep.
always our fundamental base
Yep.
from the business that we currently do. So Noseto is we want to bring something from our country, our language into the brand.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. Okay.
So yeah, we always got question, what knife should we get, or what is a better knife? We always point out here and there, but we don't have product that we can give in.
We can show.
But now by that question, we slowly build the knife that we want to sell and proud to sell. Yeah. Especially with maintaining the knife, we always recommending the ceramic rod. Now
Yep.
that we got our own brand ceramic rod, so when people asking, "Oh, what should we get?" we just say, "Here you go. This is a yeah."
So instead of
No more. Okay,
I mean,
going over there, going over
it's
here.
more makes sense because you guys are playing a lot with.
Yeah.
It's more makes sense because you guys are playing a lot with knives. I
Yeah.
mean, do a lot of knife sharpening, so you guys most likely gonna know which one is a good knife, which one is expensive but it's okay knife.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty smart to have certain products that you guys like to sell it for those people who
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to
Yeah,
extend their range of knives.
Yeah,
Yes.
So yeah, these guys are the experts, you know. Like why?
Try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are.
We always here to have a chat, especially we are a chef background, so always bonding connection with other people, with all the chefs.
All of us
Yeah.
can be related.
Yeah.
All our story is all we are part of the same team.
Yeah.
We don't mind sharing. You know,
Yeah.
like people can ask about how do we do sharpening, we just give it for free sometimes. That's why sometimes could take hours or two, not even start sharpening yet.
Yeah.
Just talking. Okay.
Talking first.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
The sharpening is
Yeah.
To wrap up all of this, how did the chefing life helps you guys to run this business? What kind of values that you guys bring still from the chefing period of time until now?
To be working under the pressure.
To be working on
We
the,
have
yeah.
for us we have to manage our time really carefully because at the time we working full time and then the sharpening business we have to make sure people have their knife back way before they need it. So we want to have that fast turnaround time, especially on the young chef or even an executive chef. They need their knife back soon, you know. They don't want to be leaving it somewhere else, especially expensive one. And then they want it right now, back right now sometimes.
Yeah.
But we can always provide it
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
day. That's
Yeah.
the earliest.
From a chef, my ex-head chef used to tell me, if you're not proud of serving this food, don't send it, make a new one. So now it's the same thing. If I'm not proud of the sharpness, I'm not proud of the end result, I always do it again, getting the best result as possible before back to the customer hand. So in terms of the cooking and the quality is important.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, quality, customer satisfaction, just to make sure they're happy and come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same in terms of food. If customer like your food,
Yep.
they will come back for more, trying different dish. But if something that is so popular in your menu, and then they test it and not that good,
Yeah.
how would they trying something that you not recommend? Or for example, other unpopular menu.
Yeah. Yep.
To
I like
be-
that.
yeah.
Big. It comes to my questions to. So I have an opinion. People with younger age, or that's why I started this whole project ANTold Story, because I feel like people are getting weaker these
Yeah.
days. Not
Yeah.
weaker, as in, you know,
yeah.
but
It's very different.
it's very different.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
generations. I am still the part of the generations, but
Yeah.
I also feel like I've been taught with a lot of people in millennials generations.
Yeah.
I just feel like people in my generations are very soft.
Yeah.
In terms of, because they haven't got this training beforehand. It's like whether it's you want to run a business, whether you want to do a good in your full-time jobs, but they didn't start with this environment that has a lot of pressure. So maybe if you can give advice, one or two advice for those younger generations or my generations or for myself as well, that'd be great. Let's start with Edy first.
Yeah. So my advice is like, don't make the money as your North Star, like as in like your primary goal. Make sure you find that thing that you're willing to do, like for a long time, even without getting paid. You need to find that thing first, and once you get that, you need to work on your craft, work around it, see if it's needed in your community. If it does, then you're basically good to go. And to be working under pressure, discipline, have that consistency is really important. People don't want something that cannot be trusted. There's no consistency in it. Same as the food. And also have to work your craft long enough until you know, are you good at it or no? You can always get better. Yeah, and for me, that's it.
Next.
So I think in our generation, we got no choice but to be tough, because every mistake you just get slammed and swear and push to do the best, to maximum your limit. Especially ourselves, we were young before, we don't know our limit, what extent we can do. But with that kind of pressure, we always feel stressed. But depends, it might break you or build you.
Yeah.
So for us, we have to be tough, because we are, as a foreigner, we here to survive. We just go for it and you know, like push to the limits that we didn't think that we could do. So to the speed that we think, oh, this is the maximum speed, no. Go faster. Go faster, or do two things or multitasking at the same time. Yeah, so you always got pushed back in the day, but it doesn't mean it's a good way, but we learn in a tough way. We also feel like proud of it, like being, how do we say, it's very hard to say. It's like kind of like military
campground.
Campground.
I sort of got what you mean.
We don't want to be like, okay, this is the things to do, but at that time we also feel like this is wrong. But I'm always trying to find a way. Even now, I'm always trying to find a way. How do we teach or push or encourage people to do so much better than what he can do, without have to be yelling, screaming, and
which is that's the new era. I would say.
New
That's a
era.
It's
New
very interesting
generation.
for me, because it's very interesting.
People used to get pushed a lot back then in our generation. I think we are the last generation that getting pushed around. But because we care about what we do, so all that pushing and then the pressure, we took it in, we absorb it, you know. But nowadays in a younger generation, you guys have to kind of push yourself, because it's too much option out there, and then you have too many ways to. People don't push other chefs anymore because it can backfire to them.
They just quit.
So people decide not to do that anymore, and the staff will quit right away. No show. You will get called to do the interview, and then you don't come in. That's very common that I've seen in the past few years. Back then, when you get called for interview, that's like the moment you're like,
you have to
You gotta
show up.
flip over.
you're like
Show
your
your
life
best.
depend on it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel obliged to go make sure you're well presented, and then make sure you're always hardworking in your resume. Working under pressure, that's a must. But nowadays it's like too many job places that you went to. There's a beautiful resume that built, but then there is no quality behind it. It just paper. It's just outside.
But I think for us as the older generation, we learn what's good and what's not, and let's not bring something that we don't like to the future generation. Which is good that no more screaming, no more yelling, but then we have to learn in a way of how do we make it more efficient. Different communication skill, different training skill. Back then you just get pushed to be faster, doing better without any instruction. But now you cannot just say, okay, hurry up. You gotta do it like certain time or finish in a certain time. But now we have to more precise. How do we do it faster? We have to teach them, encourage them, instead of putting the pressure and stress into them, figure out how do I do it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's the traumatized that we bring along, but we don't want it to pass it on to the new generation. But a lot of new generation take it to the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is too much, or even you asking too much, or you know, like, you know what I mean?
But that's crazy if you think about it. Like, let's say 100 years ago, 200 years ago, people go to war. They complain, of course, but they are going to war. It's life or death.
Exactly.
You either survive or
when there is an order, you have to go.
That's it. It's a life or death. Your whole family is gone, or you're gonna save your whole family. These days it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's right from you. Like, there's too many options as well. Comfortable areas, moments. So I think it's very interesting. Okay, let's wrap up all of this. Let's do the card questions.
Exciting.
I'm gonna ask you guys to pull the cards. So let's start with Edy.
Magic trick.
Magic
There you
card.
go.
The middle
Read
one.
the questions and what's your answer?
One place that changed you.
Okay.
So one place that changed me. So maybe it's not a place. If I say a place, it will be not suitable for my situation. I would say what things. What that thing that changed me. I would say the knife, by providing the service to my community. Like having that Zen moment, like you said, is actually a stress relief. It's like a meditation to me, and to be seeing that first-hand reactions and people getting the knife, it's like the exciting moment. Normally, I would see the chef angry, sad, under pressure, and lots of things, you know. But when I see the reaction, second I see the reaction, it's like that's a moment I click, you know, like this gonna change me. Having seen that firsthand, it's something. Seeing that excitement, happiness, and the second-hand visit from the customer as well, that makes me feel like, wow, I can do this. This is what I meant to do. Maybe not forever, but for now. And then I'm willing to do that for free.
I like that. So you're willing to, basically it's like a nourishment to other people, helping, doing the service for other people to make your life happy.
Exactly.
I think that's very,
it's
a
like,
very good one.
It's like I'm having the purpose now to be useful in my community, even it's a sharpening knife. You know,
even
something
doesn't make fortune,
simple. Even it
Only
doesn't
make
make
a
me
dime,
fortune.
but to seeing people satisfied and coming back.
The satisfaction, the happiness that you see firsthand is just something.
That's really good one.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, my turn.
Let's put it back. Maybe
Hopefully
we can
not
get
the same thing.
We never
But
know.
same one will be different story.
See? Everyone has a different story, so let's go.
So I got a question of
What is it?
what's one skill you think everyone should learn?
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I think one skill that everyone should learn is to control yourself inside and also your brain,
Okay.
like the way that you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example?
Example is more like meditation.
Okay.
I used to be very grumpy kind of chef.
Okay.
Every time when when someone do mistake or when I hear something that I don't like, I just switch to be like like this. Always feel like hurting.
Yep.
But I got more like the person that introduced me to the meditation. It's changed me because through meditation you take things differently.
Okay.
You either take it in a good way or in a bad way. For example, I always get annoyed when dockets are coming in, especially when I'm doing the prep or I was busy. I get like stressed, like shit or something like that. But this person introduced me, like working in the kitchen, regardless you want it or not, docket will coming in. But your reaction is hurting yourself each day, every minute, every second. So that's why he start to teach me every day when we doing shift together. It's like, okay, practice what meditation is good for you and what it does to your brain. Especially he showed me that with him pitching me out of nowhere, I react, like this. But now he was like, okay, now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start pinching you, and then you're gonna feel the pain. So with no reaction or anything, you just relax. It's the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
How many times you do the meditations in a week?
So
Weekly
back
basis or?
Back then, I was feeling so stressed because of the environment I was in, and then the kitchen atmosphere and people that we used to work. So always got the influenced by other people. So basically, I react to the same person that I was working with. So I really, in the beginning, it's very hard. So much things, especially you don't know what to do and how to do meditation. So it took me hours to stay focused and clear my mind. So basically 1 hour each day, I'm trying to, learning how to meditate slowly, watching YouTube, asking my friends that encourage me. So to be in that Zen mode, no one can break you. People telling you shit, you just take it. Either you wanna take it or no. You're not talking about me. I don't feel that way. You know what I mean? Or you can react like, oh, why are you talking shit about me? You know what I mean?
So next he can go to a house kitchen and then he will
But in saying that, I'm no way professional, but I was better than I was used to be.
That's good. That's a good thing. Cool. That's it. We're gonna wrap up that, and I think there's a lot of story from those Mr. Yan and Mr. Edy. Thank you for watching. Please come and visit Sydney Knife Sharpening in Broadway. If you wanna try to find a knife in Sydney, basically, or it's more than Sydney, right? Whole Australia or
whole Australia
as well.
Worldwide, store-wide.
Exactly. So
worldwide,
visit sydneyknifesharpening.com and find a Noseto brand.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for having us.